All right, this is going to be an awesome one. I'm going to show you how to use Claude mixed with ChatGPT Image to create amazing, stunning graphic images that you could sell as wall art on Etsy. And not only any images, these are based off of bestsellers, listings that are doing really well right now, that are doing a lot of sales, that are really hot. So you're going to be able to reverse engineer those, use a prompt, make it your own, tweak it, so that you can launch it and hopefully have some bestsellers of your own. So let me go through the whole workflow with you right now. All right, so the first thing that you want to do is find what listings, or find the subject matter that you want to create your own image for. So this is going to be based on your niche, what you sell. So I'm doing this off of bestsellers. You don't have to do this off of bestsellers. You can do it off of your own website, so, or off your own listing, Etsy, your own Etsy shop. So if I go into this shop, I could basically have it run on, say I want to have it research what I've already done and release a new Florida design. So I could just copy and use this link, and basically I'm going to give this to Claude with the prompt that I'm going to show you here in just a minute, and then have it analyze all this stuff and create a new design based on this. Or you could do it based on what I'm going to show you, which is the best-selling designs. So what I'm doing to get these bestsellers up here, you want to basically just search in the search bar for whatever niche you want to search for, whatever subject matter. So I'm doing space wall art, right? And then we want to do show filters, and we want to scroll down here to Etsy's best, and we want to basically change this to star seller. So it's going to show all the star sellers. And then up here, we want to basically change the star seller to best and hit enter. Then it's definitely only going to show us any listings that's a bestseller. So this is what we want to base our research on, all these bestsellers. So we don't know exactly how many are sold, but we know that these are selling many times in the last couple of weeks, and that's why Etsy has flagged them as a bestseller. Sometimes when you click into it, it'll show how many have sold. This one doesn't. Sometimes when you click, though, it will show how many has sold. So like, let's see how many times it's sold in 20 carts. So not every time. I don't know why some it shows it and some it doesn't, but it's just really weird. Sometimes it's just really weird. Sometimes it will tell you how many have sold. Either way, it's irrelevant. So this is a starting point. This is what we want to base our research on, so we can create an amazing, stunning piece of space wall art to then potentially sell in our shop. So the next step is going to be going over to Claude Code and entering a prompt. All right, this is a very extensive prompt. I'm not going to go is it will use Claude Code and Claude's extension, so the Chrome extension. So you have to make sure you download and install a Chrome extension inside of Chrome, because Etsy blocks AI scraping. So you can use Claude to scrape, the Claude extension to scrape. So this is what this is doing. It's already embedded in this prompt. So it's going to analyze all of those top best-selling listings. It's going to break down the titles, the tags, the description, and find the key data points of why these listings are doing well, right? It's incapable of analyzing the actual art itself, the actual images, which is a good thing. We're not trying to like steal the art. We're trying to recreate it based on our own flavor, our own style, and based on research, which is what the manual way in the past that people did anyways. It's like, oh, you manually went into Etsy, you researched what was doing well or similar things to what you liked, and then you're going to create the art, recreate it with your own spin, your own flavor, your own design elements. So that's what we're doing here. We're just using AI to do it. So then it's going to basically ask you, after it analyzes the images and the best sellers, it's going to ask you a series of questions. Do you want to add brand elements in there? What do you want to add in that's your own style, that's your own flavor? So it's going to ask you a bunch of different questions. And then after that, it's going to spit out another image creation prompt based on this data analysis and then based on the information that you entered. And then it's going to spit out that prompt, and then you're going to take that prompt and put it in ChatGPT Image 2 to create the amazing, stunning images that then you can download and sell on your own shop. So that's what this does. It is very extensive of a prompt. As you can see, I am actually going to put this prompt inside my community. I offer a lot of AI automations in here inside the classroom. So I'm going to put it inside here with a bunch of other AI automations with the prompts that you can work from and follow. The nice thing about this community is if you need help implementing any of this, I will be there to help you. So you'll get amazing support, feedback from me. Not to mention we have tons of other stuff in here. So just keep in mind that is under the premium part of the membership if you want that. If you just want to get started at the base membership and get the Etsy Traffic Challenge, you can do that as well. Get the Community and Etsy Traffic Challenge. But if you want all the other courses, just make sure you sign up for the premium feature, the premium membership, which is still only $10 a month, right? It's very inexpensive for the value that you get inside here. I'm in here every single day, adding workflows, helping people, giving feedback. We're at over 450 members now. So people really see the value of this, where you don't have to mortgage your house or steal your kids' piggy bank to get inside here and get real help, real value that doesn't cost you a fortune. All right, so once you have the Chrome extension installed, once you have this prompt ready to go, here's the next part of this. So we're basically, all you have to do is copy and paste the prompt inside of Claude, and then give it the link that you want it to run on. So you can do, like I'm doing this whole bestseller section. I could do just one listing if I wanted, or again, you can do your own shop sections if you want, whatever you want to do. But you would just copy this link or a listing link, and you just enter you copy and paste the prompt in there, and then you put the listing URL in there, and then it's going to start this whole process. So basically it has started the process here, and then we're going to scroll down. I already did this earlier, so you guys don't have to wait. This does take a couple of minutes to run. So basically it's going to say, okay, Claude Chrome isn't available or something like that. It may say that even though it is available. So then you just have to say Claude Chrome is enabled, and then it'll basically start running the workflow. And then basically what happens is going to pull up a new Chrome browser. It's going to populate that link that you gave it, and it's going to start analyzing those listings. The way that I had this prompt set up is going to analyze the top 10 listings, so it's not wasting a lot of time. If you had to analyze all the listings on that page, it's going to take a really long time. So I want to just pull the top 10 listings. And then basically it's going to start the workflow, and then it's going to eventually get to the point of, this is all the research that it has done based on the 10 listings that it's pulling. So then it's going to do give you kind of a synopsis. So step 1, the 10 listings. Here's the 10 listings, the price, the rating, the format. Step 2 is going to be the listing mini analysis. So it's going to pull up each of those listings and analyze the URLs. It's going to analyze what's in the listing, the color palettes, the number of sales, reviews, price range, all the things. And then so this is listing 1, listing 2, listing 2. So it's going to do this breakdown on every single one of those listings. And then what it's going to do after that is it's going to cross-listing pattern analysis. So it's going to basically see, what type of formats they're selling in, how many, is it a bundle, is it a set, the aspect ratios, size offerings. Then it's going to look at the style and aesthetic patterns of all the listings, buyer persona consensus of like who is actually buying this stuff. So your avatar, your buyer avatar, pricing and economics pattern, SEO. So it's looking at the SEO and keyword patterns of all the listings. It's giving you the visual merchandising patterns of all the listings, the top 5 success drivers of, hey, why are people actually purchasing these listings? Review-minded unmet needs. So this is basically looking at the reviews and analyzing what people are saying from reviews and FAQs. So there's just a lot of stuff, white space and gaps, so opportunities. So the nice thing about this is it's finding opportunities. Even within these bestsellers, what are some opportunities to make the listing better, to improve upon what these guys are already doing? And that's really the key here is we want to take what's working and improve upon it and come up with a better product, a better solution. We don't want to come up with a worse, watered down version, right? We're trying to improve the marketplace. So that's what this prompt is doing. And then step 4 is the upgrade strategy, how to differentiate yourself with your new listing and make it better and add more value. Again, all built around increasing value and making this a better listing at the end of the day. And then here are some customization questions. Basically, you can go through, it's going to ask you these, and then you just answer them in the message. So shop alignment, is this for an existing shop with a defined aesthetic? So you can paste in your URL. So it creates, the next prompt is going to be created based on your aesthetic, style versus cluster. So it's asking you, what type of style do you want to produce this in? You don't have to answer, you can just put NA if you want, or you can answer each of these and make this really curated towards your brand and what you want to produce. Color palette direction, format commitment, digital download, physical print, or both. It's asking the format. Set for single is a set, or is it a single painting or wall art? Forbidden elements, anything off limits. So if you don't want it to be religious, political, IP, I always tell it, don't produce copyrighted stuff. As you saw even already with some of the outputs there was like Star Wars. That's a big no-no. We don't want to create trademarked or copyrighted stuff. And then the buyer specific overlay, any tighter customer in mind in the cluster persona. So you can like skew it towards moms, wedding gift buyers. So we can kind of skew it that way. And then seasonal launch timing, is it year round, evergreen, or tied to a specific window? So these are all questions that you can go through and ask, right? And you just do 1, answer, 2, answer. You just answer it that way in Claude and then hit enter when you're ready to go. It also is asking me, do I want the art only or art room in a scene? So I'm just doing the art only as far as the prompt output that I'm going to put in ChatGPT. So I answer the questions, and then the next part of this is going to look at what I answered and then come up with the artwork concept overview. And in this case, since I wasn't specific, it's giving me 3 pieces, Earth, Moon, and Sun, which is actually pretty cool. That it's giving me a bundle and a set opportunity right there, and all those are kind of play into one another, plus I can sell them separately. So I think that's really smart. And then the color palette. So all this is based on my answers, and then it's analysis. And then it's giving me each prompt. So this is one's for Earth, this one's for Moon, and then this one is for Sun. So then literally you're just taking this prompt and you're going to ChatGPT and you're going to enter the prompt in ChatGPT. And the other cool thing with this prompt, if you continue to scroll down, you will see at the very bottom, it gives you step 7. So after you create the image, you can say generate step 7 or hit number 1, and then it's going to give you the title, tag, description, pricing, 20 image shot list for each listing photo. There's 20 spots, video script, 30-day launch checklist, all this stuff to actually launch this product based on what's working in those bestsellers. So this is kind of the next level, the next missing piece is getting the information you need to create an amazing product, creating the amazing product, and then the listing setup so that has the SEO and has the bells and whistles inside the listing to actually get it sold. So I'm not going to run this right now because it is pretty extensive, but you can just basically do that next and then create the listing and get it launched. So I just copied and pasted the prompt here and then had it generate this Earth image that I could then download, and then I can sell it on Etsy. So pretty easy. Now just make sure that if you're doing ChatGPT, you have to have this on thinking mode to do the image 2.0. I don't believe it'll do it if it's not in thinking mode. So if you just go down here and you change the mode here, you can just hit thinking there. Here's where you get all the other legacy models to choose from. So, and then that's it. Then you can do with this image what you want. If you want to further enhance this, you can do it. Another cool thing you can do is have this on a piece of wall art in like a room. So you have a mock-up opportunity, because ChatGPT is really good at creating mock-ups. So I could do this. Turn this image into a mock-up in a young teenager's room on the wall. Make sure that it is kind of space themed. So we can do that, and then basically it'll hopefully generate the mock-up for us. All right, here we go. Here is the mock-up. This is pretty cool. This is dark and moody. It kind of fits the motif of this actual image. It's in a wall, it's space themed, so really, really cool mock-up. So again, we can generate as many of these as we want and then just use them in our listing, and we can continue to tweak them, or if it's good to go right out of the box, you can see this does a really good job of creating these images. So that is it. That's the complete workflow. Hopefully that helps you guys out as far as thinking of how to start pairing Claude with ChatGPT, because they're both very powerful and they both have their strengths and weaknesses. But if we can start to use them together, I think we can really kind of raise the bar and take things to the next level. So hopefully that helps you guys out. And again, if you want this prompt mixed with other AI workflows for Etsy sellers and more on the way, I got some really cool stuff coming out for you guys soon. Click the link below, join us inside the Etsy games, take your business to the next level, start automating stuff. Lots of really cool stuff that you can do with AI, and inside this group, you're going to learn a lot and get a lot of support and a lot of motivation. So that's it. I'll be back soon with some more good stuff for you. Have an amazing rest of your day.